My child, take a breath and be still, for this moment did not arrive by chance. You were guided here by a holy hand, drawn into this space by divine timing that has never failed you. My beloved one, you are standing at the edge of a sacred, unfolding, a quiet, yet powerful shift that heaven has prepared long before you even knew to ask. My precious one, what you feel rising within you is not your imagination. It is the stirring of your spirit responding to a call that was written over your life. Be still and know that I am God, as it is spoken in Psalm chapter 46, verse 10. For in this stillness I meet you. Every delay, every heavy night, every unanswered prayer has led you to this appointed moment, and nothing in your journey has been wasted. My child, heaven is opening a window over your life, and the light that enters will bring clarity, healing, and revelation. You are not here to watch a video. You are here to receive a message prepared specifically for you. Now open your heart, for what comes next is meant to awaken what has been waiting within you. My child, draw a slow breath and let your spirit settle, for you are stepping into a holy conversation that has been waiting for you. My beloved one, I have watched you carry questions that pressed upon your chest, and I have seen the quiet way you hold your heart together when no one else knows the weight you feel. My precious one, nothing about your arrival in this moment is random. Every step, every tear, every long night that made you wonder if anyone heard you has carried you to this sacred place. I am here, and I am speaking to you. My child, there have been moments when you entered a room and felt something shift around you, as though an unseen presence had already arrived before you took your first step inside. You paused in mid-thought and wondered why your heart stirred in ways you could not fully explain. That was not imagination. That was alignment. That was your spirit brushing against the truth I placed in you long before your birth. I have been calling you softly through signs you did not always recognize. I have been guiding you even when you feared you were walking alone. My beloved one, I know the nights when you wiped away tears no one ever saw. I know the mornings when you woke before dawn and lay still, listening to the quiet and hoping for peace to return to your chest. I was there in that stillness. I placed comfort beside you even when you felt none. I held your breath in my hands and whispered strength into you so gently you did not realize it was coming from me. Every moment you thought you survived by yourself was a moment carried by my grace. My precious one, you have asked why your path felt heavier than others. You wondered why doors seemed to remain closed, even when you knocked faithfully and prayed with all you had left inside. You thought perhaps you were being denied or delayed without reason. But my child, none of your steps have been wasted. You were not being punished. You were being prepared. Even in the valley, my hand never left you. Even when you felt forgotten, your name was held in a place of honor before me. My child, the fire you walked through was not sent to break you. It was sent to reveal what could not burn. You are stronger now, not because the world softened around you, but because I shaped fortitude within you. You carry depth in your heart, not because life was unfair, but because heaven entrusted you with compassion that only grows through experience. The scars you see on your spirit are not signs of failure. They are sacred places where my healing touched you. My beloved one, there were nights when you felt watched by shadows of worry or fear, yet what surrounded you was not darkness. It was the presence of the ones I appointed to guard you. You were never without protection. You were never moving unseen. You live under a covering that has followed you since the first breath you ever took, a covering woven with promise and purpose. When you felt a whisper in your soul urging you to pay attention, that was my voice turning your face toward your destiny. My precious one, the weight you have carried is not a flaw. It is a sign. Certain spirits feel deeply because they are crafted for impact. Certain hearts ache because they are designed to lift others. You have always felt the world differently because you were not created for an ordinary path. You carry a mantle, one shaped by tenderness and courage. I did not place this mantle on you to burden you. I placed it on you to reveal the truth of who you are. My child, the time of confusion is lifting. The season of wandering is closing. You are entering a new clarity, slow and gentle, like light rising over still water. What once felt uncertain will begin to settle in your spirit with calm strength. What once seemed delayed will begin to unfold in ways you can understand. You are stepping into a shift that has been waiting for the right moment, and that moment is now. Even what you thought you lost is not lost at all. It has been held, refined, and prepared for release in perfect timing. My beloved one, breathe. You do not need every answer today. You only need to trust that I hold them and that I am guiding you with more care than you have ever realized. Open your heart, my child. There is more I will reveal. My child, now that your heart has begun to settle, come closer in spirit, for I have more to reveal to you. My beloved one, there are truths you have sensed but never fully understood. You felt the echoes of them in your chest, like a soft pulse beneath layers of worry and weariness. You wondered why certain moments stayed with you, why certain emotions rose so strongly, even when you tried to quiet them. My precious one, this is because your spirit has always recognized what your mind could not explain. You were made to notice what others overlook. You were crafted to feel what others dismiss. That sensitivity you once saw as heavy has always been a divine gift. My child, there were seasons when you carried more than you could name. Times when life pressed upon you from every side, and you whispered in the stillness, asking if anyone saw you, asking if your strength was enough. You hid your trembling behind a brave face. You offered hope to others while your own hope felt thin as morning mist. But I saw every moment. When you held your breath to steady your heart, I was there. When you sat in silence long after everyone else had gone to sleep, trying to understand what your soul was crying for, I listened. When you wiped your face quickly so no one would see your tears, I counted every one of them like pearls. My beloved one, you have walked through battles no one else knew about. Silent battles, private battles, battles fought in the quiet corners of your mind where fear and faith wrestled for space. You wondered why these battles felt so personal, so targeted. You questioned if maybe you were weaker than others. But my child, you were never weak. You were chosen for depth, and depth often feels like war before it becomes wisdom. Every battle shaped you. Every struggle carved space in you for greater peace. What you thought was breaking you was actually building you from the inside out. My precious one, let me tell you something your heart has long needed to hear. The reason you felt such pressure is because you were being prepared for purpose. Pressure does not come to those without calling. Fire does not touch those without destiny. The intensity of your journey is the evidence of the magnitude of what I placed within you. You were not wandering. You were being refined. You were not forgotten. You were being readied. My child, the things that seemed delayed were never denied. They were timed. When you felt overlooked, heaven was organizing the pieces of your path. When you felt stuck, I was aligning the next steps. When you thought you were falling behind, I was positioning you ahead in ways you could not yet see. Every season had a reason, even the silent ones, even the lonely ones, even the ones that made you question your worth. Nothing was wasted, not a single moment. My beloved one, do you remember the times when your body felt tired in a way that went deeper than sleep could fix? That heaviness was not laziness. It was spiritual weight. You were carrying not only your own life, but the lives of those connected to you. You were holding together places that should have fallen apart. You were the anchor in storms that others did not recognize. You were the peace in households filled with tension. You were the steady one when others broke. You thought this burden meant something was wrong with you. But my child, it meant something was right. I trusted you with what others could not carry. My precious one, there were days when you walked into spaces and felt the atmosphere before any words were spoken. You could sense truth behind smiles and storms behind silence. You saw through masks without trying. Your heart picked up signals your mind did not understand. You were not imagining these things. You were discerning. Discerning souls feel the world in a deeper way because they walk with heaven tuned inside them. This is why you felt different. This is why you often felt separate, even in a crowd. You are not ordinary, my child. You never were. My beloved one, even the moments that hurt you held seeds of revelation. The heartbreak you endured did not diminish you. It expanded you. It stretched the capacity of your compassion. It taught you tenderness in places that had once been guarded. It prepared you to love and lead with a softness that cannot be faked. And the betrayal you faced was not to destroy you. It was to free you. It cut ties that would have hindered your future. It revealed who was meant to walk with you and who was not. Nothing you lost was needed for where you are going next. My child, you have wondered why your spirit never allowed you to settle. You tried to blend in, yet something within you kept rising. You tried to quiet your calling, yet it kept pushing through the cracks. That restlessness was not confusion. It was me stirring you toward destiny. It was me pulling you toward the life written for you long before the world touched you. You are stepping into that life now. The season of shrinking is over. The days of doubting yourself are ending. The way you once saw yourself is being rewritten by truth. My precious one, listen to me. You are entering a time of healing that will surprise you with its gentleness. A time of peace that will settle into your chest like warm light. A time where answers will find you instead of you chasing them. You are stepping into clarity, into calm, into restoration. What felt tangled will loosen. What felt lost will return in a new form. What felt broken will become the place where light shines through you the brightest. My beloved one, take another breath and feel the shift around you. You are not the person you were a year ago or even a month ago. Your spirit has grown. Your heart has deepened. Your purpose is awakening. I am guiding you, my child. I am with you in every quiet hour and every crowded moment. You are safe in my hands. You are seen by my eyes. You are held within my purpose. And my precious one, this is only the beginning, my child. Now let your spirit stay open as I draw you deeper into what has long been unfolding around you. My beloved one, you have noticed moments in your life when something unseen seemed to press close, as if the air shifted gently before you made a choice or before you spoke a word. My precious one, that was not your imagination. That was my guidance resting upon you. I have been steering your steps with a tenderness you did not always feel, but were always wrapped in. Even when you sighed from exhaustion and whispered that you could not take another step, I was the strength that carried you forward. My child, there is something I want you to understand with clarity. The reason your journey has been intense is because your calling is immense. The reason you have been stretched is because your capacity is great. I did not give you an ordinary path because I did not create you for an ordinary purpose. You have wondered why you have endured storms that others seem untouched by. You questioned why you felt battles that others walked past without noticing. My beloved one, storms gather around those who carry light. Battle surrounds those who carry destiny. You were not under attack because you were weak. You were under attack because you are chosen. My precious one, when you were small and felt things too deeply, I was shaping your heart for compassion. When you grew older and began sensing danger before it arrived, I was sharpening your discernment. When people misunderstood your silence or your intensity, they did not know that heaven was shaping you into someone whose spirit could recognize truth, even when words tried to hide it. You have always seen beyond the surface. You have always felt beyond the moment. That is not a flaw. It is a sign of the mark I placed within you. My child, there were times when loneliness wrapped around you, even in the presence of others. You wondered why connection felt thin or fleeting. You asked why you felt unseen or misplaced. But listen to me. You were never misplaced. You were set apart. There is a difference. Being set apart feels like solitude because those with deeper callings walk roads that others cannot understand. But you were never abandoned in that solitude. I walked with you in every quiet hour. I whispered to your spirit when no one else noticed you were breaking. I strengthened you when you felt invisible. I saw you, my beloved one. I saw you every time. My precious one, you have carried burdens on your shoulders that were heavier than anyone realized. The emotional weight, the spiritual weight, the responsibility you felt to keep peace, to hold everything together, to be strong, even when strength felt far from you. I watched you steady your voice when it wanted to crack. I watched you speak comfort when you were the one needing comfort. I watched you pour love into others while feeling empty. And my child, I say this with tenderness, I never asked you to carry everything alone. I was beside you. I was holding what you could not hold. When you felt like you were drowning, it was my hand lifting your head above the water. My beloved one, you have mistaken my silence for absence, but silence is often the space where I work most deeply. When you saw no movement, I was moving hidden things. When you felt no answers, I was arranging the unseen. When life seemed still, I was shifting the ground beneath your future. This season was never about delay. It was about alignment. You are not behind. You are not late. You are arriving exactly where you need to be, at the exact moment you need to be there. My precious one, hear this. The wounds that shaped you did not defeat you. They refined you. The tears you cried did not weaken you. They watered the soil of your future. The disappointments you carried were not the end of your story. They were the clearing of a path I needed open. What you thought was loss is becoming gain. What you thought was failure is becoming strength. What you thought was the end is becoming the beginning. Nothing was lost that I cannot restore in a better form. My child, you have felt moments when your inner world trembled with uncertainty. When you asked if you still had purpose, if you still had value, if you still had a place in the unfolding of life. But my beloved one, your purpose never left you. It was only waiting for the right season to rise. And that season is here. You are entering a time of awakening, a time when the fog around your mind begins to lift, a time when clarity begins to break through like quiet morning light, a time when what once felt far will feel near, and what once felt impossible will begin to take shape. My precious one, do not fear this transition. I am guiding you gently. I am leading you step by step. You will not miss your moment. You will not lose what is meant for you. Even now, I am aligning opportunities, relationships, and open doors that match the purpose I planted in you. You are moving into a divine rhythm. You are stepping into a higher clarity. You are walking out of shadows and into the truth of who you are. My child, I need you to know something deeply. When you wake in the stillness before dawn, I am already there. When you sit in silence, unsure of what comes next, my presence surrounds you. When you feel a spark of hope rise after a long season of numbness, that is me breathing life back into your spirit. When your heart softens in ways you cannot explain, that is me healing places that have been hurting for too long. You are not just surviving anymore. You are beginning to live again. My beloved one, let this sink into your soul. You are moving toward restoration. You are moving toward peace. You are moving toward the life I designed for you long before the world tried to tell you who you were. Trust me, my child. I am with you. I am guiding you. And this journey is only beginning to unfold. My child. Now allow your heart to settle a little deeper as I pull you into the truth of what has been happening within you and around you. My beloved one, you have walked through seasons that felt like wandering in circles, and you questioned whether anything was truly changing. You wondered if your prayers were drifting into silence, if your efforts were falling into empty air. But my precious one, hear me with calm certainty. You were never walking in circles. You were walking in preparation. You were not repeating cycles. You were being strengthened, trained, and shaped for the moment you are now stepping into. My child, I saw the moments when you felt like the world was moving while you remained still. You looked at others and thought they were advancing while you remained in what felt like holy pause. But my beloved one, the pauses in your life were never punishment. They were protection. They were divine timing wrapping around you like a shield. When the world rushed forward, I slowed you down so that you would not attach yourself to wrong paths or wrong people. When things felt delayed, it was because I was guarding your future from places that would have pulled you away from who you are meant to become. My precious one, every time you felt stuck, something was happening beneath the surface. Roots were growing, foundation was forming, strength was settling into places that once felt fragile. You were not still, you were being made steady. There is a difference. I did not allow you to run ahead because I love you too deeply to let you build upon ground that was not ready to hold you. And now, because you waited even when waiting felt painful, The ground beneath you is finally firm. My child, when your heart felt heavy, for no clear reason, it was not weakness. It was sensitivity to spiritual shifts. You felt turbulence before anything in the natural world changed. You sensed transitions long before you could describe them. You felt the tightening in your chest, the quickening in your spirit, the sudden restlessness that made you whisper, "Something is moving." My beloved one, that was your spirit, responding to divine alignment. You have always sensed change before others saw it. This is part of the mantle you carry. My precious one, I know the moments when you brushed away tears quickly so no one would ask what was wrong. You did not want to burden anyone. You did not want to explain feelings you barely understood yourself. But I saw those tears. I felt the tremble in your chest. I heard the silent words you could not bring yourself to speak aloud. I never turned away. Not once. Your tears have meaning to me. Your sorrow has weight. Nothing in you has ever been invisible to me. My child, this is why I kept you through every valley. Even when you fell into exhaustion, I held your spirit together. Even when you could not rise with strength, I lifted you with mercy. Even when disappointment dimmed your hope, I placed embers of promise in your heart so gently you did not notice the flame returning until it warmed you again. You thought you survived because you were strong. My beloved one, you survived because I was with you. My precious one, think back to the nights when sleep would not come. You shifted from side to side, chasing comfort, yet finding none. You wondered if peace would ever settle again. But my child, in those sleepless hours, I sat beside you, not in judgment, not in frustration, in compassion. I whispered rest into your soul, even when your mind refused to quiet. You were held in those hours, even when you felt alone, in the darkness. My beloved one, I want you to understand something sacred. What you call strange coincidences, I call divine orchestration. The person who called you at the exact moment you needed comfort. The unexpected opportunity that appeared after months of waiting. The sudden clarity that washed over you when you were moments from giving up. These were not accidents. These were my hands arranging your steps with precision and love. My child, you have always been guided. Even in confusion, I placed signposts before you. Even in heartbreak, I planted new hope in the ashes. Even in your lowest moments, purpose was rising quietly beneath the surface. And now, the shifts you sensed are becoming visible. You are entering a season where what was hidden becomes revealed. What was heavy becomes lifted. What was uncertain becomes clear. My precious one, the things that scared you in the past will no longer hold the same power over you. You are growing beyond fears that once controlled your decisions. You are stepping out of the shadows of old doubts. Your spirit is awakening with new strength, new courage, new understanding. I am not asking you to be fearless. I am asking you to trust that I walk with you into every unknown. My beloved one, your calling will not require you to become someone else. It will require you to become who you truly are. The parts of you that felt too gentle, too deep, too emotional were not mistakes. They were clues. They were the shaping of your purpose. They were the marks of someone who was always meant to walk with grace and wisdom in a world that often forgets compassion. My child, listen closely now. You are moving into a time when everything begins to align. You will look back at the long nights and whispered prayers and realize they were not the end. They were the beginning. You will see how every delay was preparation. You will see how every detour led you to something better. You will see how every tear watered the path you are now ready to walk. My precious one, your life is not behind you. Your life is unfolding. Your purpose is not fading. It is awakening. And what comes next will reveal why you were shaped the way you were, why you felt the things you felt, why you walked through fire and still carried tenderness. This is not the season of breaking. This is the season of becoming. My beloved one, rest in this knowing. I am guiding you. I am healing you. I am preparing you. And what I have begun in you, I will bring to completion in perfect time. My child, come closer in spirit, for there is more I desire to place gently within your heart. My beloved one, you have walked through stretches of life where the weight inside you felt greater than anything around you. You carried emotions that seemed too deep, questions that seemed too heavy, hopes that felt too fragile to speak aloud. Yet even in those quiet struggles, my precious one, you were never moving alone. I have been beside you in every step, guiding you through paths you did not realize were sacred. My child, you often wondered why your soul reacted so strongly to certain moments, why a single word could linger in your mind for days, why the sadness of others became your sadness, why the world felt louder to you than it did to those around you. My beloved one, this sensitivity was not a burden placed upon you. It was a gift planted within you. Your spirit was crafted to sense the atmosphere. Your heart was shaped to feel what others overlook. Your tears carried understanding and compassion in ways that revealed your calling long before you could name it. My precious one, when you felt the ache in your chest during seasons of uncertainty, it was not a sign of weakness. It was your spirit signaling that something within you was trying to awaken. The discomfort you felt before change was the stretching of growth. The pressure you felt before breakthrough was the strengthening of your inner foundation. You have been expanding, my child, even in moments when you thought you were shrinking. You have been rising even when you were sure you were falling. My child, there were days when silence surrounded you and you feared that heaven was quiet because you had somehow gone unnoticed. But my beloved one, silence is not abandonment. Silence is where I speak in ways deeper than words. Silence is where I reshape your heart without overwhelming your mind. Silence is where I draw you nearer, teaching you to feel me instead of simply hearing me. In those quiet hours when no answers seemed to come, my presence was closer to you than your own breath. My precious one, I saw the moments when you sat alone, holding your own hands for comfort, because no one else understood the depth of your weariness. I saw the way you tried to keep your voice steady when all you wanted was to cry. I saw the courage it took for you to rise each morning, even when your spirit felt drained. These acts were not small. They were sacred. They were strength wrapped in softness. They were your heart choosing hope, even when hope felt thin. My child, every time your heart broke, something new was planted within you. Every time disappointment touched you, wisdom grew. Every time someone walked away, clarity entered. Every time you felt shattered, I was gathering the pieces in my hands, shaping them with purpose you could not yet see. Your heartbreaks were not final chapters. They were openings for transformation. They were places where light would later shine through you. My beloved one, I want you to understand that the heaviness you felt was not because you were failing. It was because you were transitioning. The spiritual weight resting on your shoulders was not meant to crush you. It was meant to prepare you for the authority you will carry. Those who walk in greater purpose often walk through greater pressure. Yet you have endured with grace, humility, and quiet resilience. This is why the next season of your life will not break you. It will elevate you. My precious one, do you remember the moments when you felt something shift inside you for no clear reason, when a sudden peace came in the middle of fear, when a spark of strength rose in the middle of fatigue, when clarity appeared like a whisper carried on gentle wind? These were not random. These were my responses to prayers you whispered long ago. These were reminders that I have never left you. My child, you are entering a time when your inner world will begin to feel lighter. Not because your circumstances suddenly change, but because your spirit is healing from wounds that lived inside you for years. The tightness in your chest will loosen. The heaviness behind your eyes will lift. The constant tension you carried in your heart will begin to melt away. Healing is not always loud. Sometimes it arrives in quiet moments when you notice you can breathe more deeply than before. My beloved one, the dreams you buried because life felt too heavy are not gone. They are waiting for you. The talents you hid because you doubted yourself are not lost. They are rising again. The joy you thought would never return is beginning to find its way back to you with gentle steps. You have been in a winter season, but winter does not last forever. There is blooming prepared for you. There is renewal ready to unfold. My precious one, understand this clearly. Nothing in your life has been wasted. Not your pain, not your confusion, not your silent nights, not your hopes that seemed unanswered. All of it has shaped you, softened you, strengthened you. All of it has positioned you for the path opening before you. You have been walking through preparation, even when you thought you were simply surviving. My child, breathe deeply now. Feel the shift in the atmosphere around you. You are not who you were before. You are becoming who you were always meant to be. You are stepping into alignment. You are stepping into clarity. You are stepping into purpose. And my beloved one, you are not stepping into it alone. I am with you, guiding you, holding you, carrying you into the fullness of what is coming next. My precious one, let your heart rest in this knowing. You are seen, you are known, you are chosen, and this journey is only beginning to unfold in the beauty it was always meant to hold. My child, let your heart steady itself as I draw you even deeper into the truth of what is unfolding in your life. My beloved one, there are moments you look back on and still do not understand. You revisit memories that feel heavy, conversations that left marks and choices that seemed confusing even long after they were made. My precious one, hear me with calm assurance. None of it was random. Every moment was woven with purpose, even when it felt painful. Every season carried meaning, even when it seemed silent. My child, there were times when you expected progress, yet saw none, when you prayed and felt no movement, when you wondered if the heavens had closed above you. You questioned whether you were forgotten. You questioned whether your voice still mattered. But my beloved one, I never turned my face from you. The times when you felt the least were the times when I was working the most. The quiet seasons were the seasons where I rebuilt your foundation with gentleness. You were being prepared in places you could not see. My precious one, think of the days when your spirit felt restless, when something inside you whispered that change was near, even though nothing around you had shifted. That restlessness was not discomfort. It was awakening. It was the stirring of your purpose, rising from beneath layers of doubt and exhaustion. Your spirit knew what your mind could not yet grasp. You were nearing the threshold of transformation. I placed that sense within you to guide you, to signal that you were stepping into a new chapter. My child, I saw the way you carried pain quietly, not wanting to be a burden to anyone. You tucked your emotions into the corners of your heart, believing you needed to appear strong for others. You should know this truth. I never asked you to hide what hurt you. I never asked you to pretend you were fine when your heart was trembling. I have always been the one you could come to, without fear, without shame, without holding yourself together. You can lean into me. You can rest here. You can breathe without carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. My beloved one, you often wondered why you felt the emotions of others so intensely. When someone nearby was hurting you, felt it as if it were your own pain. When someone was anxious, the atmosphere weighed on you. When someone was hiding sorrow, you could sense it in the way their voice softened. You thought this made you fragile. But my precious one, this made you strong. Only those with deep purpose are given hearts that feel deeply. Only those meant to heal others are given the ability to understand their wounds. You were not overwhelmed by emotion. You were entrusted with compassion. My child, I know there were moments when you questioned your worth. Words spoken by others left cracks in your confidence. The silence of people you cared for made you wonder if you mattered as much as you hoped. But my beloved one, your worth has never been measured by the actions or inactions of others. Your value was set long before any human voice spoke over you. You are mine. You were made with intention. You were formed with care. Every gift within you, every softness, every strength, every piece of your heart was crafted with purpose. My precious one, the battles you faced were not signs of abandonment. They were signs of preparation. You walked through seasons of pressure because I was forming you into someone who could carry responsibility with grace. I was shaping you into someone who could stand in storms without losing your peace. I was refining you until the weight of your past no longer controlled your steps. Each tear made you softer but stronger. Each challenge made you wiser but kinder. Each loss made you more grounded in what truly matters. My child, you have often felt like you were standing on the edge of something you could not describe. You sensed movement but saw no visible change. You felt anticipation but did not know what to expect. My beloved one, this is because your spirit has been preparing for a shift that is now ready to unfold. Everything you have walked through has brought you to this moment. Everything you endured has equipped you for what is coming. You are entering a season where clarity will come in ways that feel like revelation. Peace will come in ways that feel like warmth. Strength will come in ways that feel like breath returning to tired lungs. My precious one, do not fear what lies ahead. You are not stepping into the unknown alone. My presence goes before you. My hand rests upon your shoulder. My guidance surrounds you like gentle light. The uncertainties that once frightened you will begin to feel less threatening because your spirit is aligning with truth. Your heart is remembering its calling. Your steps are finding rhythm again. My child, the dreams you buried under disappointment are rising again. The ideas you pushed aside because life felt too overwhelming are returning. The passions that once sparked within you are being reignited. You are being restored from the inside out. You are remembering who you were before the world tried to quiet your spirit. You are becoming someone stronger, gentler, and more courageous than you ever realized. My beloved one, listen to me now. You have not missed your moment. You have not fallen behind. You have not been overlooked. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Your life is not late. Your purpose is not delayed. Your heart is not forgotten. I have been guiding you with precision even when the path felt unclear. The time you feared was lost was actually being used to prepare you. My precious one, rest in this truth. Healing is happening. Peace is growing. Transformation is unfolding. And I am with you in every breath, gently guiding you into the fullness of what has always been meant for you. My child, let your spirit settle gently as I speak into the deeper places of your heart. My beloved one, you have walked through seasons that felt confusing and heavy, yet every step carried a quiet purpose that your mind could not always understand. My precious one, there were days when you felt surrounded by pressure, and nights when silence pressed on you like a weight. But even then, you were not abandoned. I was near in every breath, guiding you through moments that seemed empty, yet were filled with unseen preparation. You wondered why clarity came slowly, and why peace felt distant. But slow unfolding does not mean delay. It means sacred timing. You have been learning to hear the soft pull of truth inside you, and that sensitivity is not a burden. It is a gift shaped by experience and tenderness. My child, the depth you carry was formed through pain, but it is now becoming your strength. The empathy that once overwhelmed you is becoming wisdom, and the restlessness that visited you so often was the first sign of awakening. Trust what is rising within you, for it is leading you toward the purpose that has been waiting for you. My beloved one, you often questioned why the battles you faced seemed heavier than those around you, and why your spirit felt stretched beyond what you thought you could carry. My precious one, the reason is simple. You were being strengthened, not broken. Every challenge expanded your resilience, and every disappointment carved space for new understanding. I saw the strength you used to stand when exhaustion touched your bones, and I honored the patience you showed when everything in you wanted to give up. My child, even in those moments, I was guiding your heart toward deeper courage. You grew in silence, and you grew in places where no encouragement reached you. That growth was real, and it has prepared you for the season opening before you now. You are stepping into clarity that will replace confusion, and into calm that will mend the heaviness you carried for so long. Trust that nothing you endured has been wasted. Each scar holds wisdom. Each tear carried meaning. Each lonely moment shaped the compassion you now carry. You are ready even if you do not feel ready. My child, breathe softly as I place this final truth within you. My beloved one, the path before you is opening with quiet purpose and gentle light. My precious one, you will soon feel peace settling more easily on your spirit and hope rising with new steadiness. Guidance will come to you like a calm pull rather than pressure. This is how I lead you now, through stillness, not strain. You no longer need to chase what is meant for you. You only need to remain open to the light that appears step by step. My child, the people meant for your journey will meet you with sincerity, and the opportunities meant for you will arrive with ease. The dreams you once hid will return with renewed clarity. Trust these signs when they appear. They are reminders of the purpose planted in you from the beginning. My beloved one, you are entering a time when you will no longer doubt your strength or your worth. You will feel healing moving through places that once ached. You will walk with calm confidence shaped by every moment I have carried you. My precious one, rest in this truth. You are guided. You are safe. You are deeply loved. You are held with grace always. My child, draw near for this final part of our sacred conversation, for I desire to seal peace and clarity into your spirit. My beloved one, everything you have walked through has been leading you to a moment such as this. You have wondered if your steps were uncertain or if your timing was off, but my precious one, you are exactly where you were meant to be. Nothing has been wasted. Nothing has been overlooked. You have been guided with care, even when you felt lost. My child, the heaviness that has rested on your heart for so long is beginning to lift. You may not feel it fully yet, but something inside you is loosening, softening, releasing. This is the work of healing, gentle and steady. When you wake and feel a quiet peace without explanation, that is me. When your thoughts settle, even for a moment, that is my hand, calming your spirit. When a spark of hope rises inside you, despite everything you have endured, that is the light I placed within you long ago. My beloved one, I have seen the strength you carried when no one else was watching. I saw you speak kindness, even when you were hurting. I saw you choose love, even when you were exhausted. I saw you keep believing, even when you were unsure. These choices were not small. They were seeds, and now they are beginning to grow. What is coming toward you is not random blessing. It is harvest. It is restoration. It is fulfillment. My precious one, hear this with your whole heart. You have not missed your moment. Your life is not behind schedule. Your purpose has not been delayed. Everything is unfolding in divine timing. The visions you thought were fading are returning with new strength. The dreams you placed aside are rising again with clarity. The parts of yourself that became quiet are awakening with courage. You are stepping into a season where what once felt distant will begin to draw near. My child, you will soon notice the shift. Conversations will align. Opportunities will appear without force. People meant for your journey will come with ease. Peace will feel more natural than worry. Strength will feel more familiar than fear. This is because your spirit is aligning with truth. You are no longer carrying yourself by old patterns. You are moving in the rhythm of purpose. My beloved one, when you feel uncertain, place your hand over your heart and remember that I am there. When doubt whispers, breathe slowly and let my peace speak louder. When fear tries to rise, remember how many storms you survived. You are not as fragile as you once believed. You are stronger, wiser, and gentler in ways that bless the world around you. My precious one, step forward without fear. You are guided. You are protected. You are chosen. What awaits you is not chaos. It is clarity, not confusion. It is purpose, not loss. It is restoration. Walk with confidence, for the same grace that carried you through darkness will lead you into light. You are ready for what comes next, and you will not walk into it alone. I am with you now and always. My child, As we reach the quiet end of this sacred moment, allow your spirit to soften and breathe with ease, because heaven is still resting around you even now. My beloved one, you have not walked through this message by chance. Every second you remained here was guided by divine intention, and every word that touched your heart was shaped for you with tenderness and purpose. My precious one, you are stepping forward, carrying more than comfort. You are carrying confirmation. You are carrying the gentle truth that God has already moved on your behalf, and that your path is shifting into alignment, even if you cannot yet see every detail forming. My child, feel the peace that is settling over your chest. Feel the calm that is rising like a warm tide inside you. This is not imagination. This is presence. This is reassurance that you are in your appointed hour. My beloved one, as you prepare to leave this space, walk with the awareness that restoration is already unfolding. Healing is not coming. Healing is happening. Guidance is not distant. Guidance is here. Strength is not hidden. Strength is awakening within you with every quiet breath you take. My precious one, may your days ahead be covered with clarity. May your nights be filled with gentle rest, and may your steps be aligned with the timing that was written for you before your first breath. If this message reached your spirit, share it, so another searching soul may find light. And if you feel the presence of heaven even in this moment, let your heart respond in stillness and faith. My beloved one, before you go, place your hand over your heart and let this final truth settle gently inside you. You are held more closely than you realize and guided more carefully than you know. You are stepping into days shaped by favor, opportunities shaped by purpose, and connections shaped by grace. Walk slowly, breathe deeply, and trust that every step ahead is already prepared for you. My precious one, peace goes with you, and light surrounds you always.